Hey everybody, this is Deepthi again with my second video. It's actually, as you can see, a very dramatic lip, and it's the first of a two-part series. I'm kind of doing a couple of holiday looks now. I hope you enjoy what you see, and if you do, please keep watching. Okay, so I've already completed one eye and pinned up my bangs so I can do the rest of my makeup, just to save some time on me editing the videos and not making them so choppy and to bring the video time down. So what I'm going to start with is, of course, my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I just put a little bit on my finger. And then go ahead. Actually, that wasn't so little, but let's just spread it out and make sure that it's well blended into your skin. Now, because the lip is going to be so bold, I'm not putting a lot of color on my lids. I'm trying to keep it as neutral as possible, with a little bit of sparkle, just in honor of the holidays. Okay, now on top of that, I'm going to put MAC's Groundwork paint pot. It's a paint pot that is actually very close to my skin tone, and I just put it on just for that extra staying power for the eyeshadow. And that's just on the lid. And once you've got it mostly on there, just bring a little bit up, just underneath the eyebrows. I am once again going to be using my Urban Decay Naked palette. And the color I will be using first as a base on my eyelid is Sidecar. It's right here where my index finger is. And you can see it has some sparkles in it. What I've found is I've worn this color before without the shadow insurance and with the shadow insurance, and I find that with the shadow insurance there's a lot less fallout of the sparkles. Nothing really falls out underneath my eye. I'm just going to use a MAC brush. It's a flat shader brush. I'm going to put a little bit on the brush and then just put it on just onto my eyelid. Now this color for me, it looks a lot brighter on me, lighter on me, but it's more of a champagne color with sparkles in it. And we'll just put it on just onto the lid. And don't go past the crease with this one. I'm just going to put a little bit more into the inner part of my lid, just to brighten it up a little more. The next thing I'm going to do is put my highlight color on, which is actually somewhat of a muted tone for me. It is Shroom by MAC. It's quite light, but it doesn't show up too much on my skin, unless I really pack it on. And I'm just going to use it with the blending brush that I have from MAC. Just put some on under my brow. And I'm using a little bit more of a matte shade here because I've got so much shimmer on my lid. I don't want to go too overboard with it. And just pop a little right into the tear duct area just to make your eyes pop a little more. Now, just to add a little bit of dimension to this color here, I'm going to use a color that I actually used in my last video because it's so close to my skin tone. It is Buck from the Naked palette. It's right here. It's a very matte shade and it is very close to my skin tone, so I don't have to worry about too much color being put in there. And I'm using the same crease brush, putting a little bit on there. Not too much. Dab it off so that there's not too much fallout, and just pop it right into your crease here, just for a little bit of definition. Concentrate on the outer corner of it and then drag it in. Windshield wiper motions. Okay. And that's it for the eyeshadow. It's super simple. Next, I'm going to pop on my eyeliner, and I'm actually, I don't know if you can tell, I winged it out quite a bit today. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. It actually looks a little thicker on that side, so I'm going to make this wing a little bit thicker as well. There. It's better. Okay, the next part, just like last time, to add a little bit of drama to the eyes is just to curl the lashes to make them pop a little more. And I am just going to put 3 coats on, just like I always do. Okay, those look pretty good. Let's go on to the face. First color I'm going to use actually is a mineralized blush called Lovejoy, and it's by MAC. And it isn't too dark on my skin, so I don't mind it so much. I may add a little bit of color to it afterwards, but for now I'm just going to stick with this and see how I like it. And again, I just dab my brush in, tap off the excess, and blend it on. You can see it. Now with the other cheek. Okay, I'm just going to go with the color a little bit more of my lipstick, or my lip color. I'm just going to add a little pop of color, of a plum color, onto my cheeks. It's just a matte color by MAC. It is Hushabye, and it is a Sheertone blush, and I'm just going to put very little amount right on my cheeks here using a stippling brush. You just dab it in there. The nice thing about these brushes is they don't pick up too much color, especially when you just want to add a little bit. So let's go ahead and put it on and hope it's not too much. Just stipple it on. Circular motions. And the same on the other cheek. There. I think my light is so bright that it doesn't show up very much on camera. I'm sure in the photos it'll show up a little bit more. And I'm just going to add a little bit of a highlight to my cheeks. We'll see how this works. It's Benefits 10. It's actually a bronzer and a highlight. I'm going to use a lighter color and see how it turns out. It's actually my first time using it, so hopefully it won't be too bad. In order to keep all that light, to keep it from being too light on my cheeks, I'm going to use the same blush brush because I had a darker color on it before, and I'm just going to put very little on the tip of the brush. Not too much. And just right here as a highlight. I don't even know if you'll be able to tell, but it's there. And it just adds a little bit of a sheen to the cheeks. A little bit to my nose. You can see it. I actually don't mind the shine on the nose. I think it gives me a glow, but I know a lot of people don't like it. I guess it's a matter of personal preference. Oh, one thing I forgot to do at the beginning of the video was to show you what I've put on my lips prior, and I'll put a little bit on now. It's actually MAC's Prep and Prime. It just gets the lips a little bit ready for the dark colors that I'm about to put on it. Okay, so I'm actually not going to be using a lipstick on my lips today. It will be a combination of lip liner and a lip gloss. Beautiful one that I found that I thought for the first time this sort of color looks really good on my skin tone. I mean, you can be the judge. I really enjoyed it. The lip liner that I'm going to be using is Makeup Forever's Aqua Lip, and the color is 13C. It's a very burgundy sort of cherry color. I really like. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to line my lips, starting from the outside, going towards the inside, and same way on the other side. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Okay. And then on the upper lip, I start from the Cupid's bow and go out from the middle of the Cupid's bow. Now, right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill it up a little bit, fill in the lips as a nice base with using the lip liner and rub my lips together so that you get a little bit more of even coverage. And not too much. Okay, and that's what we get. And I'm going to add in the corners, just to add a little bit of dimension to my lips and depth, I'm going to add a little bit more lip liner here, make it a little darker. The center will be a little bit lighter, and it'll kind of help give that pouty sort of look to the lips. And it's kind of, I'm going in a sort of triangular shape towards the inner part of my lip. You see that? And I'm going to do the same thing to the top. Now, the lip gloss that I'm going to use is beautiful. I got it at Sephora, and it's by NARS, and it is called Strawberry Fields. And I'm just going to rub off any excess from the wand. It's a doe foot. And put it directly onto my lips. And by also putting the lip liner underneath helps the color from bleeding as well. And it also gives a little bit more staying power to the color. And that's my look. I hope you really enjoyed it. The lip color should stay, especially with the lip liner underneath, but keep the lip gloss with you just in case. I would also recommend blotting it, but I don't have a tissue here with me. I could be weird and kiss my hand. I'll do that. There you go. It's a nice berry color on your lips. Also, if you want to help the lipstick from getting on your teeth, I would recommend just doing this. And that takes the lipstick off right from your lips here and keeps it from rubbing onto your teeth. And I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, have a fabulous day and stay tuned.